What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. I am here. I just did the pre-show over there on Station Head, and now we're live over here on YouTube, and we definitely are going to talk about a lot of topics. But let me open up with my intro. So I went to go take my nephew to go get a haircut, and I was there sitting down, and the barbers, they were just talking. I don't mind barbers talking, communicating. I don't mind it because it's good to talk. But the barber that was cutting my hair was doing too much talking. I'm sitting in the chair, and the barber just continued to talk. I'm like, bro, I wanted to tell that man, stop talking and just focus on my head. And then he said, why don't we do a line? Do you need a tape? I said, sir, I'm done. So I gave him his money. I even gave the man a tip. I was just over it. I was just like, ugh, I'm ready to go. Another barber cut my nephew, did a great job. But let me tell y'all something, barbers. When a person come in there, we ain't got time for you to have a whole conversation. We got things to do, business to do, baby moms to look after, whoever, family to look after. We ain't got time for you to have a whole conversation, and you supposed to be cutting people's hair, right? You're supposed to be cutting the hair. That man stopped cutting, having whole conversations, got into it with the other customer because the conversation was, do you do corporal punishment on your children? He said he don't. He talked, and then the older guy was like, that ain't the good way to do it. You can't just be talking to the kids. You got to actually do corporal punishment and all that type of stuff. I'm like, bro, how can you tell this man what he should do for his son? Now, you may have grown up under the South or East St. Louis and all of that, but this father have a whole nother way where he operates his kids, and you can't be doing that what you did to discipline kids back in the day because they will do something, child protective services, etc. You just can't be out here saying, okay, let me go on out here and let me go ahead on and use corporate rights. You got to be careful with that. Because a lot of people have lost their kids because of that. You got to be very mindful. You can't be out there throwing hammers at the children, chairs, crates, and all that. No, you can't be doing all that. That is considered abuse, all right? Even though you may think that it was a way to parent back in the day, but this is a whole new time. Laws have changed. You cannot just be grabbing anything. You can't punch a child and then knock them out. You can't do that because if they report you or some neighbor reports you, you can get in trouble for that. So we're in a totally different time in 2023. We're not in 1963. We're in 2023. So with that being said, everybody have their way of who they want to take care of their children. Everybody have their own way. The older guy, he said he had his whole generation. He said he was hitting his grandkids, and now the granddaughter is in college. I've known people, they used to get corporal punishment. They used to get that handed to them, and they still ended up a crackhead. I've known people who grew up in a two-parent household, still ended up a prostitute. So just because you grew up in a two-parent household does not guarantee that he or she is going to grow up and be a productive citizen. So it's some people in jail right now grew up under a two-parent household and still found the streets as well. Okay, so you may grew up with mama and papa, but they still out here in these streets. So just because it's a good thing, it's a good foundation to have two parents. But just because you have two parents, grew up in a two-parent household, in a middle class, that does not shield you from not getting into a gang, because there's still some people out here still get into gangs, and they family been there for them, loved them, gave anything they wanted to, put them in private school. They still ended up pregnant, having baby daddy, and Pookie and Ray don't even know who the baby daddy is. They still have these type of things. So I'm just being honest with you on there, and I'm being 100% real. Everybody have their own situations. So if you out here sitting down, you know what I'm talking about. You had mama and pa and still ended up raggedy. You still selling that coochie for $4.95. So, let's be clear. Now, speaking about two-parent household, Coach Sanders, Deion Sanders, he said he would rather have a quarterback with a two-parent household and know how to make decisions pretty much in the middle class. And he said he wants the defensive linebacker to be in a broken home, to be hungry, and all of this type of stuff. So let's be clear. Let me be clear on you on that. I understand what Deion Sanders was coming from, but it's some white people that grew up in broken homes. Oh, yes. It is some white people that grew up in broken homes. Oh, yes. It is some white kids that grew up with mama on crack. Oh, yes. It's some white kids that grew up with mama on pills, on Percocets, and all type of heroin or crystal meth. Oh, yes. It's some white daughters that grew up under a broken household. So it's not excluded just with black people, but they automatically took that Deion Sanders was talking about. Like, well, you got to understand, mostly football player, majority, 75% and plus are African-American. So it won't be too far-fetched if he was talking about African. It won't be too far-fetched if he was talking about African-Americans. All right? Okay? All right? So that's just how that goes. So that's how it goes. And everything like that. So I had to work out today. It was amazing. I lost, check the weight thing. I lost 4 or 5 more pounds. I'm super excited for that. Just super excited. I have this on. You see how bigger and stuff. But I'm starting to wear, my wife beaters. What I don't like to say wife beaters. I just love to wear these shirts. Okay. And I was just super excited for that. Losing the weight, surely but surely. It's gonna take a while. Doing the juice and diet. So right now I'm just doing pretty much like water, not drinking any, because like fruit carries sugar too. So it's just water, and then if I want to eat once a day, just eat once a day. So that's what I do. I just drink liquids, and I probably eat just once a day. I go to a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and I'm excited for that. And I'm gonna ask her, like, what does she suggest about being on the diet? Is it water, 1 meal a day? Because Elijah Muhammad said 1 meal a day in water. So we'll see how that's gonna go when I go to this first doctor. I haven't been with her in a while and see what she have to say. Okay, that costs money, but you got to do what you got to do to pay for it out of pocket. All right. Okay. And it's slow and steady for weight loss. Like it is. But judge me by the summer. No, baby. Judge me by October for the meet and greet. Okay. Okay. Let me put that flyer on the screen, baby. That's what you judge me. Judge me for the meet and greet. When we be in October for the meet and greet. That's what you judge me. Turn it off. That's what you judge me for. I don't need complete silence. I'm on my show. Las Vegas, October 6th through the 9th of 2023. That's when you have to judge me, because it's going to be amazing. 2023, October 23, October, the first weekend in October 2023. It's going to be amazing. We already contacted the party bus. So we have, I think it's like 20-some people getting in the party bus, and I think it's like almost $250 an hour. So we'll let y'all know. We're going to do it for like 2 hours on the party bus, and then y'all have to pay, we're going to split it up between us. So whoever, if it's 18 people, that's going to be between 18 people. If it's 10 people, it's going to be 10 people. It's going to be amazing. All right, y'all. I will see y'all over there on YouTube. All right, Stacey, see y'all on YouTube. Okay, so now we are here. We are here with y'all. Let's get into these topics. We ain't gonna be here all day. Let's get into these topics, child. Had to open up with a good old intro. Let's get on with these topics today. All right, y'all see the lady Chloe Bailey. Now, this is an old story, but it's something I want to say about this story, because she did say something back in the day, maybe last year, how artists are not making their money. They're making their money through producing, or they're making their money through touring, or they're making their money having branding deals. And a lot of people are just trying to throw shade at her, saying, you're not one of those artists. You are out here doing everything like that. You out here doing that. While I have my child, while I'm married, and now I'm divorced in May. Oh, wow. Now we can co-parent. Okay. I feel you right then and there. I didn't even see that pop up on the screen. Okay, hold on. Let me do this on here. So let me log in on here. Give me 1 second. All right, congratulations. So I can do this so I can reach out super chats and stuff. There we go. Here we go. Okay. While you have my child, so I should have my child while I was married, and now I could divorce him, and now we can co-parent. Yes. So yes, having this conversation with Chloe and talking about this, I get it. A lot of people say, "Hey, I want to be a star." You got some YouTubers get into doing music, talking about deposit they check, ain't deposit nothing, nobody checking their music out. And so it's kind of hard being in the music industry. Do you know how much money it costs to get strong radio play? You up at $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. Do you know how much money it costs for marketing, social media push, and a push on these sites? It costs money out here to get your music out there. So I agree with what Chloe said. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's difficult. People think they want to get in the music industry and become rich. No, if you get a $2.5 million deal, in which people rarely get that now these days, that's $2.5 million of debt. That is a loan that you have to pay back with interest to the label. A label, they need to start calling them record banks, because that's what it is. That's what it's called. You might as well call it record banks, because when you go there, it is a loan, record loan. It's not a deal. That's not a deal when you have to, getting $5 million, you have to make that $5 million interest. And if you don't pay back that $5 million, they bank or you not, you're in more debt. And that's why a lot of artists be trying their best to get out of these slave contracts when they do that. So you got to be very careful with that, okay? So yes, I agree with Chloe. And the one thing about Chloe, I see that she try hard to be sexy. You can tell that she's not this is persona that she's trying to portray. I think it's wonderful. She's a nice little, grew up under a 2-parent household, and she know what sells. She had to be so sexy. And then maybe she'll change in her later years not to be so explicit, showing her body and everything like that. I will never forget, she showed a video with a sucker in her mouth, and she had to delete it because she got so much pushback. But let's go from that point. And then also, I want to say this particular person, Chris Brown, is in the docket. Now, let me break this down about Chris Brown. Chris Brown is an amazing R&B singer. I think that he's one of the leading singers. I think he's even best than Michael Jackson vocally, right? But Chris Brown was doing a performance, and he was grinding on the lady, dancing on the lady. I'm calling you daddy, daddy, I'll be your daddy, daddy. Was the rain down on me? Was the rain? Okay. Anyway, I don't know what that song he was singing. So he was dancing on the wall, and she all in her phone. Like, he just up on there. He just up on there, just dancing and dancing. And the lady had the phone, and he picked up the phone, pretend like this phone is this piece of cleaning. He picked up and threw the phone. I'm like, what? He threw the phone. He threw the phone. He definitely got better vocals than Michael Jackson. So he threw the phone because she wanted to be on the phone. And let me tell you, I would have been in the moment, okay? That would have been in the moment. I'd have been grinding on Chris Brown. You think I'd be on my phone? But then you got to understand why she was recording, because it's a moment. But whoever got that phone got some good footage of seeing that phone fly away. Okay? The phone fell down. Chris Brown threw it. The phone fell down. Chris Brown threw it. The phone fell down. Chris Brown threw it. Oh, yes. He was tired of the lady playing phone. But Chris Brown threw it in the crowd. Singing with the phone fell down. Chris Brown threw it. The phone fell down. Chris Brown threw it. The phone fell down. Chris Brown threw it. Oh, yeah. The lady was playing on her phone. Chris Brown threw it. Okay. Oh, whoo. I felt that right there. I felt that. I'm so glad everybody went out. I felt that right there. Y'all should have said that. Y'all should have said that gas shot. There was the vocals right there. Okay. Anyway, so he did it. And this is why I didn't like when he threw the phone. Because somebody was like, if he threw the phone, that means he would throw a punch. I'm like, oh my gosh, don't say that. Somebody said if he threw a phone, that means he would throw a punch. And every time Chris Brown, it's big for him being around dark-skinned women. Now he have this whole situation with throwing the phone, with a woman. Like, oh my gosh, okay? Like, it just don't make any sense. I'm like, come on now. All right? And so it's just not a good look, because somebody going to take it and say, this is why I don't fool with Chris Brown, is because he's a very violent person. I hate that for him. Wow. Like, this is what he's going to say. He's a very violent person when it comes to this and the whole phone situation. Okay. All right. I'm not understanding that at all. And that Chris Brown get it together. Tokyo, that's it for Chris Brown. Thank you. You moving it too fast. Okay. Chris Brown, he shouldn't have thought that. It's making him look bad. Okay. Now you can go to the other slide. All right. Tokyo Tony. So Tokyo Tony is in the news because Tokyo Tony decides, someone asks her, hey, I'm trying to lose, I'm going through it. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm a diabetic. I want to make sure I can read. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull that up. It was on Instagram. I thought between her and Jaguar Wright, her and Jaguar Wright, okay, her and Jaguar Wright, I don't know who was more woo than the other. I don't know. Okay. All right. I don't know. I really, really don't know. So give me a second here. Because this doesn't make any sense. I miss Paul, but we couldn't afford to pay him. Oh, I miss my Paul. I miss my baby. I miss my Paul. Okay, give me a second. Do I see it on here? No. Let me go check about it was on a site that I saw it on. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. So someone sent her a message, hey, I need some words of encouragement. I'm currently suffering from diabetes. If you respond in time, it will make the world to me and my love, XOXO. So then she responded, Tokyo Tony responded, and she said these incredible words. Bring them here. You using headphones or no? Eat healthy, B word, period. She said it right then and there. She said, eat healthy, B word, period. I'm like, what? Why would you send that person there? Why you ain't sending it in love? Why you didn't send it, I'll pray for you? Like she said, B word, eat healthy, B word. You ain't have to say that. You could have just said, hey, work at the gym, eat healthy. I got a couple of links. That woman said, eat healthy, B word. So Tokyo Tony, I don't know who's worse, her or Jaguar, but we definitely gonna dive into it. I just think Jaguar Tokyo Tony does anything to go viral because she's no longer young like her daughter. Her yoni takes like ashes and cigarettes and ashes and Coke 45, Mad Dog 2020, and Hennessy, spoil you Hennessy. That's what it tastes like at the end of the day. And so she tried to compete for the blogs. And so she do things and record herself just to be reposted on the blog. She didn't get reposted on the Shade Room. She got reposted right there on another site. Okay. All right. That's what she got accessible. And I ain't trying to talk bad about her, but I already know that little thing down there is a hot box. I heard somebody touch it and they get bumps. That's what I heard. I heard it out there somewhere. And so you even touch it, you look like you breathe or you get bumps all down your throat. That's what I heard about that. I ain't trying to say she got something. I ain't trying to say that. I just say if you put something down there, that books get bumps. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is. I'm just give you a rumor. I think I heard that in a group somewhere on Lipstick Alley. I think that's what they said in the Celebrity Gossip Dark World. I think that's what they said over there in the Celebrity Gossip Dark World. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm just giving my opinion. And Tokyo Tony, I got my number. You can always call me if you want to have something to say about negativity. We can have a conversation because you ain't in your right mind at the end of the day. You about one step closer to being in a mental institution, but you're smart enough not to be bothering the police like your good sis Jaguar. But you almost there. All right, you ain't got your mind. Anytime, turn that down. I'm doing a show. Because I'm doing my turn it down. Turn it down. Go in there and watch it with everybody in there. All right. So. Because Jaguar Wright and her is friends. And that spirit of Jag leaped out on Tokyo Tony. And now Tokyo Tony already been declining mentally in her mind, but now she really down in the dumpster. That's why you got to be careful hanging around people because you attract them and that spirit leaps out on your breasts, it leaps down in the creases of your yoni, up in the crack of your butt, and then you start doing weird things. And what did she start doing? Turning on her daughter. Where did Jack start bringing somebody in? Turning on her husband. Like, come through, okay? Come through. I'm not over it, all right? So Jack and Tokyo Tony, I don't know. It's just so sad. I'm trying to interview Black China. I'm trying to interview Jaguar. And I'm trying to interview Tokyo Tony. They ain't picking up the phone. I called Jag husband. You know what I'm saying? And I've been trying to get in contact with Tokyo Tony. They ain't answering, Brother Wiley. I sent the DM, sent an email. I did everything possible. I even reached out to people over there at Zeus. You know what I'm saying? I just would love it. I want to interview her. You know, I want to bring on the show. We left her voice notes, you know, but did y'all reach out to Tokyo Tony and tell Tokyo Tony to come on the show? Did y'all tell her to come on? I'm ready. I'm ready right now. The number is on the screen. Let me put a number on the screen, and this is my number. She can call me anytime, and when she called me, we're going to boot up these phone lines and bring her on the show. That is 972-674-9462. 972-674-9462. Whenever she's ready, I'm ready. Okay? Now, that was that. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move. Oh, my. Okay. What other topics we gonna talk about? GloRilla. Okay. GloRilla, she's trash. Her bodyguard, former bodyguard, have came out and said GloRilla have, and her last name is Hallelujah, Gloria Hallelujah, and she acting a hella messy. So she wanted her bodyguard, according to the bodyguard, to go beat up the woman that threw water on her, and he refused because he claimed that would be, you know, battery, and I'm not going to risk my livelihood because you wanted me to go beat up somebody. And so what did she do? She gave him the pink slip. Gave him the pink slip. Now, this is the same lady that wants you to work like a whole slave for $14 and $15 an hour and got mad when people dragged her on it. And then she said she don't want nobody that's pregnant. That is against the whole employment laws that the government have. And also, you know what I'm saying, state laws as well. You cannot discriminate with a person that, you know, that is pregnant. You can't discriminate. That is against the law. But she has some other things that are going on with that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm just over it. I'm just really over it. I'm just really over it when it comes to stuff like that. I don't like it at all. I'm just over it. I'm just over it. Okay. All right. So this is something. Okay. Just really over it. All right. That's what I tell y'all to join that so I can be in a hotel. You got to hit the cash out. All right. So GloRilla, get it together. I love your music, but you haven't done no hit, and already you got Ice Spice. She came out of nowhere. That nappy, that good looking woman came out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, Ice Spice came out of nowhere. Okay. And hopefully the Glory Hallelujah girl can definitely have me to be her manager. I would love to be her manager or her bodyguard. I'm big enough. I come up in there. I already got the eye that looks around. Look how that eyes just look. I can look at all areas. Look. Just follow the eyes. Look, I just follow them. Look. My eyes always wondering. So if anybody try to coop over there, I'll grab them and take them together. Like somebody trying to, I'll grab them down. So just like this Kleenex. Come on, somebody. Let me be the bodyguard. I'm right there. I'm looking. Okay? I'm looking. What's going on? Up and down. Looking. Okay? So if they want me to be the bodyguard, I'm down. So, Paul, can you send me the email? Gloria Hallelujah, a.k.a. GloRilla. Can you send her an email on my behalf? Okay, can you send me an email? Send an email. I want to apply for the bodyguard position. Yeah, I want to apply for the bodyguard position. Yes, can you send an email? That's what I want to apply for the bodyguard position. All right, that's what I want to apply for. Okay, that's what I want to apply for the bodyguard position. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now this story is, I have to give my girl credit because let me tell you, Monica from All About the Tea is a beast. When I tell you this woman and her website always got the tea. She always got the tea. So Michael Darby sues Candiace, okay? And they said Michael Darby sues Candiace Abdullah for $2 million over the gay oral S claims. Michael, a former cast member of the Real Housewives of Potomac, has filed a defamation lawsuit against Candiace, according to TMZ. The lawsuit was filed after Candiace alleged on a November 22 episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac that Michael performed oral S word on a man and paid for S word. Michael, who's estranged from his wife, and fellow Real Housewives of Potomac cast member Ashley is seeking $2 million in damages. It's important to note that the courts have previously ruled that describing someone as gay is not considered defamatory. Yep. The lawsuit claimed that Michael sent Candiace a cease and desist letter earlier this year, but she have not retracted her story. Over the years, the Real Housewives of Potomac has portrayed Candiace's tense relationship with both Michael and his estranged wife, Ashley. Most recently, Ashley accused Chris, Candiace's husband, of flirting with her friend and sending inappropriate messages online. However, in January, footage aired that contradicts Ashley's claims, leading to her to admit that on Watch What Happens Lives with Andy Cohen. She was in a difficult situation. Chris, 44, took to Twitter to deny the flirty allegations, thanking to Real Housewives of Potomac production team for showing the truth and exposing the lies being told about him. In December of 2022, Candiace called her castmate Ashley a flop, accused Ashley of relying on her children, Dean and Dearland, to get screen time, writing on Twitter, can't pimp your kids out for a 2-minute scenes forever, while Ashley alleged that her friendship with Diller is a work in progress. Candiace has continued to criticize her castmate. It's no surprise the Real Housewives of Potomac fans that Candiace is facing litigation over her reckless behavior. She also has a history of making defamatory comments, being incredibly cruel, and taunting fans and her co-stars. In November 2020, Candiace snapped at the Real Housewives of Potomac fan on Twitter, wishing eternal damnation on the person. Your existence is so vile when you go to hell. Explaining how harassing a black woman and on Twitter for no reason at all doesn't qualify you to burn. Candiace wrote. The viewer didn't back down, responding, "So threatening my existence and then it sends me to hell. How do you not stay sued?" Speaking of, let me just find my lawyer real quick. Candiace kept the vital or vulgar comment, slamming the fan as a street rat. Candiace did a fat shame with D-word on a social media blogger, Kai Cenat, the black socialite in 2020, and then a few minutes later, Cenat tragically passed away. Part 3 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion airs March 5th at 8 p.m. on Bravo. And I want to say this: you can't be just calling somebody gay, and I'm just so tired of that. That's not an insult. I didn't even know you can't sue for defamation calling somebody gay. Really didn't know that. And I just say I agree with the lawsuit. I agree with you, and with that situation, I agree with it when it comes to stuff like that. Moderators, anybody that name drop a YouTuber, block them immediately. Thank you. When things go wrong with that, nowhere I do it myself, because I got the power to do it. All right, if you name drop, you're gone. Okay, so when you have this situation with him suing Candiace, Candiace got to watch her mouth. Candiace and her husband, they want to go out here and troll these people. You can't do that. You can't say somebody having this without no evidence. You can't. I say it about Storm. He can't sue me, He can't sue me because he ain't out here, you know what I'm saying? If it's the truth, it's the truth. You got a man stash somewhere. So anyway, you got a little man stash somewhere playing with that bread basket. And that's why them fingers are so dirty. That's why he went back to eating burgers, because this new bread basket dealing with is kind of heavy. Anyway. So Candiace, get it together, girl. I'm gonna be watching the third part of the Real Housewives of Potomac, and I forget I will go on allaboutthetea.com. Let me drop this link in the chat real quick, because this is where I got my exclusive from, allaboutthetea.com, and that's all we got it from right then and there. Okay, there we go. Let's move on. All right, you come over here name dropping somebody, you're gonna be blocked. No. All right, you better use a nickname. You better get creative. You type that full name in there, you're gonna be gone. Okay, I ain't playing with you when it comes to stuff like that. Okay, not at all. Now, okay, we talked about that. Who else are we gonna talk about? Peter. That's another exclusive from allaboutthetea.com with Peter. All About the Tea. They said this: Peter Thompson denied S affair with Wendy and drags Mia. Okay, is it Maya or Mia? Is it Maya? All right. Peter is addressing Maya. Y'all know MIA, claimed that she engaged in an SA with Wendy. Okay. MIA 38 spelled the explosive tea part 2 of the Real Housewives of Potomac season 7 reunion aired on February to Mia. Okay, Mia. Okay, on February 26th, the accusation was described as thirsty by the restaurant and former host of Cynthia Bailey. Okay. They said during the Real House of Potomac reunion, Mia and Wendy had a heated exchange regarding Mia's decision to throw a drink at Wendy's during a cash trip in Miami. The altercation began after Mia became upset with Wendy for not informing Peter of her presence in the city, and Wendy heard nasty insults of Mia's husband. According to Mia, Peter was a friend of Wendy, was a friend family, and confided in her and had problems with Wendy as they've been discussing a business venture, but she vanished. In the course of their Real Housewives of Potomac reunion showdown, Mia claimed that Peter and John Hopkins professor had a S relationship. You assaulted me, and don't let this S fool that I'm standing here strong, said Wendy. That S was F'd up, F you forever. Mia clapped back with, you don't want me to talk about you F Peter. You want me to pull out the receipts of you giving Peter the cookie so you can get a little restaurant, Bar 1, Baltimore Harbor. Peter took to Instagram on Wednesday to address the rumor of him hooking up with Wendy and expressed his frustration with the situation. In his post, he denied the allegation and asked Bravo TV to fact check before hearing such episode. He also asked the network to stop using him for ratings. He called Wendy respectful, very honorable woman, and to have any S relationship with her. Peter also threatened to take legal action against Bravo for any thirsty allegations made by Mia. It was affecting his business. Bravo, this kind of y'all. Oh, I take with y'all for 5 minutes and you turn the 5 minutes to 9 episodes. Peter shared on Instagram in real life. I don't mess with none of these women. Giselle, Robin, cool people. Wendy, I shot with her one time, 5 minutes. I didn't go out to dinner with her. I didn't have no late night snack with her. She's a married woman. She's very respectful, very honorable. He continued, Mia, for you to be talking about me and Wendy getting together is disrespectful and so thirsty, he added, and real thirsty for you to do that just to collect a check from Bravo. There's nothing cool about that. And you can't use my name like that, because if you use my name like that, I'm going to have my lawyer get in touch with you guys, and it's going to be really ugly. I don't know any of these women, okay? Mia allegation did not seem to bother Wendy, who referred to her as a bird brain lacking any evidence to back up her claim. And she said, Wendy said, and you still have no receipts. Give it up, bird brain. The world knows you are a pathological liar. # Real Housewives of Potomac. Part 3 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion airs March 5th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Bravo. I would like to post that in here as well. And yes, I'm glad he spoke up. But yeah, Peter, you lied. You don't like to pay your employees. You know you gave some of that peen to Wendy to open up the restaurant. Ain't no man gonna open up a restaurant for a woman and she ain't hardly got the money unless he give her a little humpy hump. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. All right, Jim, talk about. Let me go right here to there. I want to say Kai, number 1 guy on Twitch. Drake said, I hope I said his name, Kai. Kai, Kai. He won. He's on one of the highest paid. Now, I don't know if he's the highest paid on Twitch, but he got a lot of subscribers. And Drake said that Twitch should give him millions of dollars, which would not happen, because what do? They build up with black YouTubers, black people on Twitch, and then they get rid of you and promote white folks. So hopefully they pay him fairly. But I believe he made good money because, like I said, this man, he had G Hobo on there with the whole pregnancy turbulator or pregnancy machine. And the people be watching 30, 40, sometimes 100, 200,000 people watch him live. And those are a good number. Why these girls up here saying, you ain't got no thousands, when you ain't got 100,000 people watching, okay? So I still got time. I still got time to get there. I want to be having 100,000 people, 300,000 people, 800,000 people watching me live. That's a small fish to get 2,000 to 3,000. No, baby. I want 100,000 people watching me live. 100,000 people. That's what I'm talking about. And I hope that Kia's get it together. Okay, I hope it's Kia. We're gonna call him Kia, Kia. All right. So I love him. I love watching him on there. Only thing I didn't like when that woman got R word by his friend, and I'm glad he distanced himself from that friend because the friend looked like a whole R word. Okay, that's what he looked like, in my humble opinion. All right, that's what he looked. I ain't gonna be honest. His friend, that R word, that woman, looked like a R word. I'm gonna say it again. All right, now our last. Wait a minute. We're gonna get to Tim Norman. I didn't have Tim Norman picture up here, you guys. Y'all know who Tim Norman is. He was sentenced to life in prison. That's gonna be 30-something years in prison. That's gonna get Tim Norman. Can y'all type in the chat Tim Norman? Can y'all type in the chat Tim Norman guilty? Can y'all type in the chat Tim Norman? Can y'all type in the chat Tim Norman? I need 3 people to type in the chat Tim Norman because I don't have his picture in the chat. Because y'all type in the chat Tim Norman, okay? Type in the chat. Did I say it right? All right, guilty. Okay, Tim Norman. Okay, Tim Norman, guilty. Thank you. Let me get a couple people. Let's say Tim Norman. Tim Norman. Post in the chat. Tim Norman. Okay. So he's guilty. He's going to be serving 35 years. Shout out to Chronicle Speak. She called me. I said, sister, keep up the good work. She did an amazing job covering this case. We had an awesome conversation. I told her, I said, get your little mic. You go out there and get your clicks and views and stuff like that. Shout out to other person, Vales, reviews. Talk to that brother to do. He's still obsessed with Darius. I said, stop being obsessed with Darius. It's going to be okay. But I told him to keep up the good work. He still kept on. I was like, God, bring it up Darius when I'm on the phone with you, bro. Don't keep on bringing up Darius. Mr. Vales. And up there, keep bringing up Darius. What Darius is a crook. I'm like, bro, you up there covering Tim Norman. Who cares about your fallout with Darius? Darius is not a crook. He's a cook, not a crook. Okay? Help. Right there and there. Okay? All right. Let's move on. Now, Jaguar Wright, you guys, in my humble opinion, she need help. The woman have completely lost her mind. She have completely lost her mind, you guys. This woman she called the VA and they put a crisis manager on there. And the woman started to say, my husband did this, and then start calling the woman a B, start calling women out, talking about what's her name. She started cussing and talking about her husband. We contacted her husband a couple of times. I talked with the cousin exclusively. It was a cousin. We're going to keep his name under wraps. He did claim that the husband did get documents to get Jaguar admitted in the hospital. I don't have any records of that. I'm trying to get records from the courts. And so you understand if that is true, that he did get her to get admitted. So I don't know how true it is, but clearly she needs some help. So we was exclusively able to talk to one of Gupta's cousins, and Gupta cousin said that he got a court documents to get her admitted because clearly she needs to get admitted because clearly sis have lost her the little piece of mind she had left is gone. The little piece of mind that she had left, it is gone, man. She's gone. The little piece of mind she got is gone. And if she don't get the help, she going to be getting up out of here. She probably going to be deleted by cop if she ain't careful because she kept calling the Soto police and the lady kept hanging up on her because she kept being worse and calling her and to be aggressive with her. We make sure we're going to get it together. And like I said, man, hopefully she get the help. It is extremely funny. I love it. And she's an amazing singer. And I just love the fact that, and then she got other people in there with her. She got the fake Aaliyah daughter. I mean, cussing it out. Okay, y'all, we're going to go to the next topic because this is funny. I'm just laughing because this woman is recording everything and I'm getting all the clicks and views off of her. So Jaguar, Wright, get to help. You know your love is gone. Gone away. All right. Jaguar is crazy. She lost her mind. It's gone away. Hey, Jaguar is crazy. She have nobody. Or something like that. But she gone. Her mind is gone. Okay? I mean, it is gone. Gone away. It's just poof. Gone. All right. So hopefully she get the help that she greatly need. And the cops give her a good tasing. And make sure when y'all taser, I can go live and record it. So wait till I get into DeSoto. I'll be in DeSoto next week. So make sure I'll be right there in the police station covering this show. So we definitely will be doing that as well. Okay? She's right here in DeSoto Hospital. Or something like that. All right? Her mind is gone. And all these people got all these click views off of it. And her mind is gone away. Okay? It is gone. It is gone away. And so the number is open, 972-674-9462. I mean, that woman mind is gone. Thank y'all so very much. And also, we're going to get to our last topic here. I was making sure y'all call in because we got to talk about this nosy person because the lawyer officially had dropped her. Oof. I'm hearing from the law office, from my sources, that the lawyer had officially dropped her and she is in hiding. She haven't did no live. She haven't teach people how to play in a yoni. She haven't teach them how to come multiple times. She is gone, you guys. She is hiding, and someone leaked her address to me. I ain't gonna put her address out there, and we forwarded to Nicki Minaj's attorney, and he said, "Thank you, brother, for giving us the address. We're looking for her, the cops, and they're gonna forward it to the police because she is hiding. Her lawyer don't have nothing to do with her at all." And I heard that he dropped her, and I heard that the police, the what do they call it? Not the National Guard, the people that was protecting Woodby Bridges. Not the National Guard, not the Secret Service. I forgot what it is. We forwarded to these people. I even forwarded it to the FBI as well because we need to get this woman off the street. She's a dangerous society to commit crime and all that type of stuff. Just like it was a YouTuber that had to get off of YouTube because she had nothing but fraud charges. So we definitely are doing that. So hopefully she gets it. So we forwarded the address to the proper people. I got the address. They said they seen walking the dog and the U.S. Marshals. So they said the U.S. Marshals is looking because she got multiple jail warrants in multiple different jurisdictions. So the U.S. Marshals is looking for SUES. Okay, and they're definitely looking for. So we forward the information. I try to work with the cops. I am a taxpayer, and I do believe I want to help in my due diligence. I did ask them, Paul, right? We did ask them, was it a reward? They didn't say it was a reward or anything like that, Paul, right? Right, Paul. It was no reward, right? No reward. Okay, we try to make it happen. Thank y'all so very much on that. All right, y'all. This was a lit live. Don't forget, we have a GoFundMe account, you guys. We want to put Paul on the payroll, and y'all will probably see him. We want to put him on the payroll. I want to travel more. This is a team. Shout out to all the support I've been getting from people. We have 2 clients that want YouTube consultation. We still have openings for that. It's a good price for 30 days worth of strategies I'm going over to help you on your channel to get you in the next step. I just talked to one of my students today, one of my clients today, and they're going to be doing a Bel Air review. We're going to share it on our community wall and piggyback off their content, promote their channel, because this is what we're going to do. Thank y'all so very much for that. Also, thank you very much for contributing to the GoFundMe. The link is in the chat for the GoFundMe. If you want to contribute, what's $1, $5, $10, $20, $1,000, $10,000, whatever the amount you have. I do want to thank everybody that was giving me massive support all over the GoFundMe. Thank you. We will give people another shout out at another date. We have, I think it's at 270. So let's get it to 500. So make sure y'all do that as well. Also, my mom, she have a book out. Congratulations to Mama Wiley. She have a book out. I did post it on the community wall. I bought a book and some other people bought a book as well. So if you want to contribute, support Mama Wiley book. She have a coloring book. She also is going to be releasing an adult coloring book as well. So make sure y'all reach out for that way. Okay, we are done. What is this? Hello? 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 Yeah, she got a adult coloring book as well. So she definitely putting that out. All right, so let me drop that. And I will see y'all in the next video. So go to my community wall and you will see the book. Hold on. Go to my community wall. Oh, wait a minute. I can drop it right here. Yes, I flew through these topics, okay, while the house is quiet. Okay. I flew through these topics, okay? We've been on here almost an hour, and we flew through this topic. Thank y'all so very much. I will see y'all in the next episode, And I have my physical copy of my book haven't come in yet. That's going to come in next week. All right. So thank you to the producers that have already purchased the book. Thank you to all those that have contributed. The people were inviting me to DC, but I can't come. I don't have the money for a flight. I will see y'all again. Thank y'all for the love and support. See y'all in the next video. Love y'all dearly. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the Cash App or the PayPal, any of these entities. If you want to see me out there and you have to pay for, you have to get there. Thank you all so very much. And we will see y'all in the next episode. Bye. I'm gonna be back live tomorrow. Members, tomorrow we'll be live. No, I'm sorry, Saturday night, members only. Peace.